Yeah, you got
Yo, what's up? It's Fat Tony, the Ill Sicil, coming to you live from the Philadelphia with Vinnie Paz, Stoop the Enemy of Mankind, Jedi Mind tricks.
How this bull gonna fart? This bull just farted mad loud, yo.
Yo, I was trying to hold it till he said boys.
This bull farted mad loud, yo.
Oh, that's ill. Alright.
Alright, man, keep them coming, man. Keep them coming, man.
Alright. Let's start from the top.
Yeah, because, we dealing with ignorant people, man.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up? This is Fat Tony, the Ill Sicil, coming live from Philadelphia. My boys Jedi Mind tricks. Vinnie Paz, Stoop the Enemy of Mankind. Say what's up.
I Cheek, you know what I'm saying? My man Cheek farting in the background. My man Stoop holding me down.
Right. So we're here in the lab, taking a break from recording Visions of Gandhi.
That's right.
Why don't we start from the beginning? Why don't you guys give me a little history of Jedi Mind
Alright,
tricks?
man. I mean, it ain't too complicated. We met like 10, 12 years ago. We gelled together. You know what I'm saying? We started doing joints. You know what I'm saying? I was with other people. He was with other people. After a few years, you know what I'm saying? We just, you know what I mean, stuck together. So essentially, like, even though he was with other people and I was with other people, we just decided to stay together and just keep banging out joints. You know what I mean? So it's not really even like, we just do it on a handshake. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. So we just do tracks, man.
So I'm looking at, say, the body of Jedi Mind tricks work.
Right.
From the earliest days, you take a record.
For press use only, Babygrande Records.
You can feel definite musical progression as you go along. I'm wondering, like, is that something y'all set out to do by design? Is that something that happens naturally? How do you and Stoop interact? How does that work?
It's not really like intentional progression, man. Like
just the way it all comes
it's
out.
It's just how it happens, man. Like he does beats, I do rhymes, whatever happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? People say, oh man, like I noticed the change from the first album to the second album. People wrote us off with the first album, sort of like, yo, they sort of do spiritual, blah blah blah. But it's like, I'm not necessarily comparing us to KRS-One because he's a legend, but what I'm saying is he did Criminal Minded, you know what I'm saying, which was essentially like a gangster rap record, and then he did Heal, which was like a peaceful record, you know what I'm saying? Like the first album we did was just a concept record. Like Violent by Design was how we really rolled, just raw rap and raw beats, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We just happened to drop a concept record first, you know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily reflect who we are, you know what I mean? It just reflected who we are at that time, you know what I'm saying?
That kind of leads me into like the next thing, like as far as like, influences and shit, like what is hip hop to you? What is like built you up and what put you in this life?
I mean, we're just Philly motherfuckers, man. Like we grew up on Fresco and Miz, Tough Crew, you know what I'm saying? Hilltop Hustlers, Steady B, Cool C, just ugly, raw dirtiness, man. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Like when you don't have nothing, man, growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like you just associate with people that are like that, just raw, dirty, grimy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird you brought that up because we had that talk today. Like, yo, who held it down for Philly? You know what I'm saying? We were talking about Tough Crew,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Fresco and Miz, even though Fresco was from New York, but Miz is from Philly. You know what I'm saying? So we it's just dirty, man.
One thing a lot of people ask me personally about, and a lot of people talk about, is the whole dynamic, the way you and Stoop work. Like Stoop comes up with these fantastic tracks, and your lyrics seem to complement them perfectly.
Right.
What if you can kind of explain, like, what is your approach? Like, how do you and Stoop bang out a song? Like, do you sit down and write what you're gonna write first? Does he come to you with a beat? How does that usually work?
Yeah. I mean, it could work any way, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, we just did a few joints tonight. Everything just gelled together. We heard the track, we sort of came up with a hook. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard to explain how me and him work together because we just sort of like
feed off each other.
Yeah, he sort of understands where my head's at, and I sort of understand where his head's at. You know what I'm saying? Like, who'll have a beat, and if he know that that's not right for me, then either who, you know what I'm saying?
It's like telepathic.
Yeah,
you ain't even gotta discuss.
Definitely. There's nothing really to be discussed. Who'll hold it off, either for someone else or just for later down the road, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have a rhyme and I'm like, this shit ain't really for what we do. You know what I'm saying? We just really kind of like, we have an understanding, yo. We have this sort of relationship where we could not talk for 3 months, but once we do, we were completely in sync with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we've been together for as long as we have been.
For people who ain't never seen a Jedi Mind live show, which
right.
is one of the illest things you could ever see.
Right.
Well, what's your theory about bringing it live?
I mean, we're just on some Fight Club shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep reverting back to back in the day, but I feel I have to keep reverting to back in the day because, like, when people pay, you know, $5, $10, $15, $20 to come and do a show, and motherfuckers just standing around, like, we don't really play that, man. If you ain't wilding the fuck out, then we don't really have no reason to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I think a lot of hip hop overlooks the whole live aspect of exactly what hip hop is. And like I've been fortunate enough to see many Jedi Mind performances.
Word.
And it's almost like being at a rock show the way shit just gets busted.
Yeah, I mean,
gets out of hand.
It's Fight Club shit, man. We trying to fucking shut down the club, man. You know what I'm saying? It's grisly. Like, it's like you said, man. Like, again, like, you know, I always think back to when Prodigy from Mobb Deep said it's heavy metal for the black people. Like, we try to thug it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Not no tough guy shit, but you should be dumbing out if you come to see us, man. It's simple and plain. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really come to see people and just expect to stand around with your hands in your pockets, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we come to dumb it out. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't want to dumb out with us, then that's y'all fault, man. Because we just came to dumb it out, man. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? We get drunk and we try to dumb out the fucking club, man. And if people want to stand around, then that's on them.
Let me switch it up on you. So yeah, like outside of shit like music, like what else do you draw inspiration from?
Yeah, I mean, like movies is definitely a big influence with us, man. That's where a lot of the samples come from. You know what I mean? Like, just you know, again, the same with music. You sort of like revert to the old school to sort of like know where you're going. It's the same thing with film. You know what I mean? Like old Scorsese flicks. You know what I'm saying? Like we draw inspiration from that. We just, you know what I'm saying? In terms of just, I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? So holla at me.
Let me ask you this: where do you see Jedi Mind going in the future?
Man, we're gonna blow, man, with this record. That's just
we all play between you and Stoop. Y'all plan on working with other people.
Yeah, I mean that's eventually gonna happen, but right now we're just worried about me and him, man. Like, we're trying to finish this album, make it the best album it could be. It's taking us long, and like, you know, God bless our fans and shit, because they're eager for the shit to happen. You know what I mean? But it's like I want everyone who loves us and who respects us and who loves our records to know that we're not taking long because we're being lazy. We're taking long because we're perfectionists and we're trying to make this the best record that it could be. You know what I'm saying? If we rush the shit out, it might not be as good as it could be. You know what I'm saying? So we're just taking our time, but it's coming. You know what I'm saying? We're halfway done right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming.
Last question. Jedi Mind Tricks had an overall basic philosophy.
I mean, I don't really know if there is a philosophy, man. The philosophy is that we try to represent raw rap music, man. That is our philosophy. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on EPMD. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on Gangstar. We grew up on people like this. Our whole shit is beats and rhymes, yo. You know what I'm saying? People want to get over analytical. They're this, they're that. They represent this, they represent that, man. You know what I'm saying, man? We came up in the late 80s, the mid 80s, the early 90s, man. Just boom bap shit. Raw beat, Lakem Shabazz, you know what I'm saying? Lord Shafiq, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Me and my man Cheek, he used to pretend he was Cool C. I used to pretend I was Steady B. You know what I'm saying? We try to do raw rap music, man. And that's all that we try to do, you know what I'm saying? and try to make people happy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep ourselves happy and try to make other people happy.
Any last words?
Nah, man, I don't even got no last. You know what I'm saying? Word up to everyone that's down with me, man. If you ain't down with me, then you're my enemy, man. That's how I see it. If you ain't with us, then you're against us. You know what I'm saying? My man Stu been holding me down for 12 years. You know what I'm saying? That's who I got love for. My man Cheek, he been with me for 12 years, 15, 16 years. My man P, you know what I'm saying? Fat Tony, my man Fat Tony, my man Happy, all these people that hold me down. That's my last words, man. 7L, SO, all y'all, man. All y'all that's down with me. Because if you say anything against me, man, I'm going to break your fucking jaw, man. And that's how it goes.
East Philly.